Hello, my fashion lovers. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Francis, also known as Francis Ivy here on YouTube. If you are new to the channel, I talk about everything concerning the Nigerian fashion industry, from designers to celebrities and everyone involved with the Nigerian fashion industry. If you are a returning subscriber, a big welcome to you. Thank you for always sticking with me. So let's just dive into today's video without like too much cho. Let's just go in. The month of July has finally come to an end, and the month of July was quite an interesting one. It was really an exciting month, and we got so many spectacular looks in the month of July. We had birthdays, weddings, and other red carpet events that our favorite fashionistas attended and saved so many amazing looks while attending these events. And in today's video, I've compiled the best looks we got in the month of July, and I'll also be rating them on a scale of 1 to 10 while I review them. And let's just see the best looks we got in the month of July. And I'll also be crowning the fashionista of the month at the end of the video. And if that sounds like something that's fun to you or something that interests you, be sure to keep watching. So starting strongly, we have famous media sensation Mercy AK in custom and cranberry, styled by the super skilled Swazi. So she had on this gorgeous silk number with a flamboyant high slit skirt. The dress was adorned with metallic appliques that had these floral illusions. The appliques were in a similar shade of green with the dress, which tied well together with the dress. She elevated the look with a pair of floral dangly earrings in a similar shade of green as well, which completely complemented the dress. She accessorized the look even further with a pair of metallic stilettos that went well with the metallic situation the dress had going on, and she crowned the look with the statement half up, half down. The look was captured by the super skilled band graphy, and it's safe to consider this look a metallic affair. So the look plays with different shades of green and different textures, from smooth to pleated down to ruffled. The monochromatic styling was a safe choice, but I think I'd have loved to see them play with a bit of gold, probably for the accessories, to provide a bit of contrast and also add some sort of opulence to the look. Aside that, the entirety of the look was well tied together with the right amount of accessories that dazzled while the dress razzled. If I'm to rate this look, I think I'd rate this look a solid 8 out of 10. Next, we have designer extraordinaire, the amazing Vicky James in custom Vicky James, styled by Tony Gray. So she had on this fitted velvet number in this rich emerald green shade. The dress was corseted at the bodice, which completely contoured her silhouette and gave a striking hourglass illusion. The neckline of the dress was adorned with strings of coral beads that were carefully draped and formed exaggerated shoulder pads. Her hair was slayed to the heavens by Adefunke, and Beyonce did her thing as usual with the glam. So the theme of this event was Black excellence, and Vicky decided to opt for something with African essence, because what's more black, or what screams black better than Africa? The look had a quite interesting concept and a perfect execution in typical Vicky James style. The proportioning was immaculately done, and I love how the high bun elevated the proportioning and complemented the whole theatrical vibe. I also enjoyed the how appealing the coral beads looked against the smooth velvet fabric, and how the gold accessories complemented the regal aura. This look was definitely one for the books, and a solid 10 out of 10 from me. Next, we have famous actor and style icon Inedo. So she had on this custom dress for Shea Vodi's birthday, courtesy of Becca Needle and Stitches, and was styled by Style Addiction, I believe. Yeah, by Style Addiction. The look featured an intricately beaded bodice that formed these spiral illusions or spiral effects that flowed into the mermaid skirt. The top part had this structured stuff that framed her shoulders and took the dress from a typical Ashoebi dress to something slightly avant-garde. She accessorized the look with gold jewelry from Messika and this super shiny gold handbag, which I'm not entirely sure, but I believe is likely Dolce & Gabbana. The look was completed with a slick bun and a partially bold makeup, and the look was captured by Mr. Lens. So it's a statement look and was detailed so intricately. The beadwork at the bodice was so whimsical, and the structured thingy at the neckline made the structure of the dress more fancy. The gold accessories were clearly great additions, although the neck piece wasn't really necessary, but it's not so bold, so it didn't clash with the dress or cause any sort of chaos at the neckline. She was serving wedding guests, but I believe that's what the celebrants wanted, because the entire thing was literally staged like a wedding. If I'm to rate this, I'd rate this look a solid 9 out of 10. Next, we have co-film producer, the equally iconic Funke Akindele, also for the same event, and also wearing Becca Needle and Stitches as well. So she had on this ethereal masterpiece with a really striking bodice. The bodice of the dress was crafted to mimic a butterfly and was carefully detailed with green beads and framed with gold stones. She styled the look with a gold Bottega Veneta clutch alongside chunky gold earrings and few rings. She completed the look with a striped hair tie that was knotted in a really simple way to avoid competing for attention with the dress. The level of detail in this dress had going on was so magical, mostly at the bodice. The bodice was so fancy, and the designer clearly left no stone untouched while executing this look. From the way the structure was trimmed so professionally to the intentional placement of the beads and stones, the bodice was clearly having its moments. The skin mesh at the sleeves also played its part and was completely skinning. The stylist also understood what the look needed to fully take it there and clearly delivered. The entire look was so avant-garde and was a quite unconventional Ashoibe look. I'll rate this a solid 10. Next, we have Nonye Udeogo, also known as this thing called fashion on Instagram. So I feel Nonye is one of those hidden gems we have in the Nigerian fashion space. Like, she's not so famous, but for those that know her, they know her. She's like super stylish, but not so famous. And if you don't know her, I think you should check her out on Instagram, Nonye Udeogo. And if you don't even know her, why? Cynthia Fori, go and check her out. She's such a stylish person. And so for what's it called? For Olivia Aruque's wedding, she had on this beautiful it's not strapless, this beautiful off-shoulder dress, which I believe was inspired by this dress Hilda Bassi wore for Egypt 2025. Both dresses were quite similar. It felt like a recreation, but just had a quite unique twist. Nonye's dress was draped asymmetrically as opposed to Hilda's dress, and the bodice as well. I think Hilda's bodice was roped at the back. The corset situation was roped, while Nonye just had the girdle thing. That was the only thing she had going on at the bodies. And I felt this look felt very vintage. So I'd like to use the word romantic. The look felt very romantic and also very vintage with the girdle situation. I like how she styled the look with matching jewelry. That was such an elegant, touch and really complemented the look. I'm also obsessed with this pixie cut. I believe it's her natural hair. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it's her natural hair, and it's just so beautiful. I love the entirety of this look. I love the feminine essence the look exuded, and how feminine she looked in this ensemble. I love the ruching. I love the way the look was draped. I love the deep neckline. The entire thing was just so soft and a bit simple. And I think I'm to rate this look. I'll rate this look a 9 out of 10. Next, we have the beautiful Temi Otedola for the premiere of her film, Miss Coin. So we've been getting lots of reviews. I don't know if you guys have seen the film. If you've seen the film, please let me know in the comments and what you think. But we've been getting lots of reviews concerning the film, and majority of them have been quite, let me use the word interesting. They've not been very good. And honestly, I don't think the film is as bad as people are trying to make the film seem. I think people probably thought the film was going to be so groundbreaking, so revolutionary. I mean, Temi doesn't really feature in so many films, so with her being featured in this one, people probably thought, okay, now that she's going to be in this one, it's going to be something, extraordinary, something superb. Honestly, I was just expecting a fun high school drama, and I think I did get a fun high school drama. My only issue with the film would have to be the fact that the introduction part, the beginning part, was a bit overly stretched. I wish they had just jumped into the climax real quick. Do you understand? Not like instantly, but I don't know. The beginning part just felt overly stretched. But aside that, I think it's a good film, and you should see Miss Coin if you've not seen the film. But that aside, let's get into what she wore for the premiere of the film. So she had on this glitzy strapless number, which she paired with a flamboyant shawl. So the dress was giving this Art Deco vibe, this quite vintage vibe, and it's giving old Hollywood glamour. Yeah, that's what I'm going to describe it with the strapless dress and shawl situation. It's giving old Hollywood glamour, and she styled the look with a pair of diamond earrings and a neutral face beat, and completed the look with this slick bun. So I think it's a very, very beautiful look. Although I feel a neck piece would have complemented this look, an elegant diamond neck piece would have complemented this look. But besides that, I think everything worked well. I don't think not having a neck piece really took away from the look. It's still a very, very elegant look, super gorgeous. I love the whole minimal accessorizing of the look, and I feel that complemented Temi's clean personal style. And if I'm to rate this look, I'll rate this look at 8.5 out of 10. Next, we have Video Eyes here in Becca Needle and Stitches, styled by Style Addiction. So she had on this gold dress with a fully sequined bodice that dazzled beautifully under the lights. The lower part of the dress was fringed beautifully with gold cup chains, which provided more pizzazz for the look. She styled the look with a pair of gold Vinica Villa heels, a stack of gold bangles, and a dainty gold Van Cleef neckpiece. She completed the look with this wavy blonde bombshell hair. Hey, Igbo boy. With this wavy bombshell hair in honey blonde that went well with the full gold color scheme. Swedia was serving us Golden Girl and was clearly dripping gold in this gold ensemble. The dress had a beautiful movement and felt very fun and playful, and she exuded major birthday energy. The sequins beamed so beautifully and somehow elevated her radiance. I also like the fact that the honey blonde highlights offered this warm golden tone that tied well with the golden color palette as well. The entire look was so cohesive and had a really charming rhythm. I'll rate this look an 8 out of 10. Next, we have Venita Akpofure serving major shabby glamour in this bespoke ensemble. So I believe this look was for a friend's wedding, and she opted for this fully or this heavily embellished dress that was embellished with crystals and droplets, and also featured a halter neckline and off the shoulder sleeves. So the dress was also pleated at the lower part and draped at the side as usual, the classic Ashoebi style. It's a beautiful dress. I love the heavy embellishments she had going on. I also like the fact that she styled the look with the champagne gold gilly and the chunky gold earrings. I don't really like the idea of her styling the look with chunky gold bangles as well. I feel the look was already dramatic enough, and styling the look with chunky gold bangles just did not go well. Just kind of caused chaos there. So I wish she had styled the look with probably something more dainty and not as obvious, but it's still a spectacular look. I love the level of embellishment and detailing she had going on. I'm totally obsessed with how she bodied this look and her glam. You know, Vanessa is a very beautiful person, so regardless, she's always going to slay. Her glam hair was so incredibly good, and I just love the entirety of the look. And I kind of appreciate the level of modesty she had going on. I mean, it's not the most modest thing, but for in comparison to what we get at Nigerian weddings these days, this is what you call modesty, because Nigerian weddings, it's like shade your market, shade them. Well, that's basically what they go there to do these days. But I feel for this look, we got a bit of modesty, which is something I really appreciate. And I love the look. It's a gorgeous look and a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Next, we have this ethereal masterpiece by Ghanaian designer Classic Diane. So I believe the look imitates the traditional Igbo attire, and the look featured this structured sweetheart neckline that was adorned with a custom butterfly applique. The lower parts of the dress, that's the skirt, had this crisscross detail that was adorned with custom butterfly appliques as well and was draped at the side. The lower parts of the skirt had this beaded fringe detail that cascaded gracefully. She styled the look with a pair of sparkly stilettos that had pink detail as well that complemented the dress. She also accessorized the look further with this statement clutch that was embellished with pink crystals and also complemented the look. For her jewelry, she opted for a pair of custom earrings that went well or complemented the appliques on the dress, and also had on this diamond encrusted neckpiece and matching bracelets. She completed the look with an equally vibrant gilly that was in a similar shade of pink. And for her glam, she opted for this rosy makeup and completed the look with a really lengthy ponytail. So I feel the lengthy ponytail was not a good addition. I don't think the lengthy ponytail was really needed. I would have preferred if her hair was wrapped up in an updo. That would have, complemented this look better. But I think aside that, everything kind of worked. I love how ethereal she looked in this. The entire look was so striking, so unusual. Like the moment I saw this look, I was completely blown away because I don't think we've seen something like this before. I've seen lots of Igbo inspired attire, but I feel this was like an ultra modern take on the traditional Igbo attire, and her execution was so tea. And in fact, this was designed by a Ghanaian designer, was just chef's kiss. She did a brilliant job with the execution of this look. The entirety of the look was on point. I love how flattering the color looked on the model. I believe the model's name is Jifa or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But I just love how the model bodied this look and how the designer brought this look to life. And the entire thing just exuded so much grace and was super flattering and so beautiful to look at. It's a solid 10 for me. She also gave us another masterpiece, also in pink, and was tailored with this custom pleated fabric. The dress was adorned with tiny pearls and stones and featured a striking mermaid silhouette. She styled the look with a matching jewelry set that included diamonds and pink crystals and added glitz to the look. She completed the look with a rosy glam, a curly slick half up, half down, and red manicure that contrasted the pink affair. So it's a beautiful dress, but I don't really like how the flared part was connected or attached to the dress. I feel the vertical lines contrasted the horizontally curved lines at the top part of the dress, and I just wish the top part flowed into the lower part more seamlessly because I don't like the contrast that was going on there. But aside that, I think everything was so exciting. The model completely pulled it off as usual, and I rate this look a solid 9. Next, we have fashion girly Angel Obasi, also known as the style connoisseur on Instagram. In this custom look for Olivia Request's wedding, the ensemble included a structured blouse with tiny straps. The blouse was embellished with iridescent beads in different shades of purple that created a shiny ombre effect at the bodice. The bodice was also adorned with floral appliques that further elevated the look, and she paired the blouse with a simple mermaid skirt. She styled the look with diamond jewels and a sparkly clutch and crowned the look with this floral gele. I feel this was beyond the typical Ashaibe looks we get to see often, and that's the thing with Angel. She always goes overboard, she always goes all out when it comes to pulling looks off, and I love how they executed this one in particular. The entirety of the look was so perfect. In my opinion, she had the best look at the wedding. If you've not seen my entire review for the wedding or concerning the wedding, be sure to check that out on my channel. I think I would probably tag that to this one. Yeah, I love this look on Angel Obasi, and it's a solid 10 for me. Next, we have the iconic creator Dominic, who celebrated her golden jubilee this July or the past July, and she gave us so many iconic looks while celebrating her golden jubilee. I think her golden jubilee lasted an entire week, so she celebrated in grand style and served us so many amazing looks while celebrating. And in today's video, I'll be naming my top 3 because they were parts of the best looks of the month. And starting strongly, we have this masterpiece courtesy of Tubo Bereni. So you guys know I'm obsessed with Tubo and Rita's collaboration. Whenever they get to collaborate, it's always something iconic, and this time was no exception. I love how they blended different shades of gold here. I also like how she spiced up the look with the coral beads, and I'm totally obsessed with the fact that they went traditional for this look. So according to Tubo, this look was inspired by Richard Dominic's traditional wedding look, and this was a more elevated version of that look because according to her, she had certain restrictions while she was executing the initial wedding looks because she was trying to make it very, very traditional. But for this one, she had the opportunity to go overboard and just go completely avant-garde, and she completely went avant-garde here, and I just like how the look was detailed. Super always knows her thing when it comes to detailing, and that clearly shows here. I love how they embellished the dress with coral beads, and the entire thing was just so regal. I also love the custom floral appliques at the top part of the dress, and also the type of beads they used at the bodice of the dress, and also the shiny fabric at the top of the bustier or the top of the bodice of the dress. The entirety of the look was just oozed so much opulence, and I think I'd rate this look a solid 10. Next, she gave us this fully beaded bronzy masterpiece that was inspired by a blooming flower. So we see effects, or we see them pay homage to the blooming flower with the peach floral details at the lower part, and I love how the peach contrasted the brown situation. I think the color scheme was a bit unusual, but still worked well. The color scheme was so appealing, and I also like the fact that she styled the look with gold accessories, gold and brown, of course, a beautiful color scheme. I love the wavy hair she opted for here, and the bronzy glam she completed the look with. The entire thing tied well together, and it's also a solid 10 for me. Lastly, we have this blinding masterpiece courtesy of Tolu Bali. So the gown was adorned with chunky sequins at the skirt and was also beaded intricately with brown and silver beads. The neckline of the dress was really flattering. I love what they did with the neckline of the dress. And she styled the look with this andiamo clutch, a pair of shiny heels. I believe this was the pair of heels she had on for the previous look, but still worked well for this look. The hair as well worked well for this look. The makeup and hair worked well for this look as well. I wish she had opted for a different clutch, something more evening coded, something more sparkly to complement this look. But I don't think this purse ruined the look regardless. So it's still a very beautiful look. It's giving disco inspired. It's very fun. It's very birthday coded. It's giving birthday girl energy, and she completely slayed the house down in this masterpiece, and it's a solid 10 as well. So we've come to an end of today's video, and these were some of the best looks we got in the month of July. I would love to know your thoughts on these looks in the comments. Do you think I missed out on any of the iconic looks we got in July? If there is anyone, please be sure to let me know in the comments. If you are yet to subscribe, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and also give this video a thumb up if you found this video interesting. So help the algorithm push it to more audience. Shout out to all my returning subscribers. You all are the absolute best. Bye for now and see you all in my next video. Mwah.